Sunday morning shift, and I didn't sleep last night. Only got 5 hours sleep. Didn't get sleep to the back of 2. So annoying. Got back to the apartment about 10:30 after MotoGP qualifying. Just could not fucking settle to sleep. Ended up watching all my YouTubes that I've edited back. Got up this morning. Went, read my book for an hour in the coffee shop. Gave the old scooter back. The chariot was back. Just came from a wee place where I like to work because there's plenty going on. We have got some bread, some sausage, some egg, and I'm sitting outside today because I sat out here last night and it's been away for sitting upstairs. I actually found when I was sitting upstairs, I don't know if it's maybe just, see after I've been on my computer for 2 or 3 hours, I start to feel a bit fucking like travel sick, like no travel sick, seasick. It's the weirdest feeling. So I was working here last night for the last couple of hours and I didn't feel that, so I don't know if it's maybe environment or something like that. I'm going to get a couple of hours done here today. Just getting caught up on content. Then I am going to go to the gym. I've got a big push session I'm going to get in. I was thinking about going for a run, but I think push session I'm going to do too much. I've not actually trained in the gym since Thursday because I got the scooter. So I'm going to do this push session, get showered, and then the sun's to come out at 3 o'clock, believe it or not. And then I'm going to get showered and shifted, something to eat, and I'll sit and watch the MotoGP in a pub whilst I hit up content. So just usual social media conversations, chatting to everybody, building the brand, building the awareness, inviting people to join live. And if you want to get part of life, then drop me a message. You've been watching these YouTubes and you're keeping up to speed and you want to get involved. Fucking get involved! Get involved, get involved, get involved. Get fitter, get healthier, get happier, get sexier. We are back at Sun Kitchen, just out of the gym. Done a push session for the shit sleep. Was going to duck it, but I actually feel really guilty eating in here because I've not ate here. Normally eat breakfast in a wee family restaurant, but the food in here just feels a wee bit better quality. It is like an extra 75% on top of the price. But I'm gonna have some food, head to the beach, get back, get showered, and then I'm gonna go and watch the MotoGP and help build social media. It's funny, so it's 3 o'clock here, which means it's 9 o'clock at home. I still find that so strange. Like I'm in the gym messaging folk and then I'm fucking laughing. I'm not realising it's 6 hours. I'm not realising it's like fucking 7:45 Sunday morning. I'm messaging folk. Everybody's messaging back to be fair, so it can't be that bad. Anyway, bit of Scran, bit of beach. I've not been to the beach in the last couple of days because I had that scooter. So because I had the scooter, I was darting about in that. So I've not been on the sand, not been in the sea. Picked that off. It's still cloudy. The sun is supposed to come out. It was earlier on when I checked the weather, but who knows? We'll see. But I'm absolutely Hank Marvin. Oh, I had a sausage hang earlier on, didn't I, actually? In that wee cafe. I like it in there, I like that cafe. Anyway, that's grand, then beach. Can't whack it after a Sunday. Came in on a visit, watched MotoGP, did Jesus Christ, what size that spot. Came back to the beach, showered, ready and out. Down to the boozer, watched the MotoGP. The Moto2 race was class. MotoGP is just about to get going in half an hour, as it says on the screen. And the screen froze, the stream ended, and I says to the girl, says, any chance you can fix that TV with the MotoGP on? And she says, yeah. And just went and got the remote, gave me the remote and says, you just be in charge of that one. Losing. I came to a different boozer because that wee place last night was decent, but it just mean that boy sitting, it's much cooler than in here. I've got a wee fan at my side. That was enclosed, so it was cooler, but this is a bit more atmosphere happening, and I'll probably walk by that booth and it's absolutely poaching me colours of folk, whereas I've been sitting in this one for the last 5 hours, but I'm just going to sit watch the GP, catch up on social media, hit up the old messages. Sunday's always good, especially when it's like 7 o'clock here, it's half 6 here, it's 6:30 here, which means it's half 12 at home. Folk are starting to think of next week, catching up, all that kind of good stuff as well. So, every night chilling out watching the telly and doing some light work, staying in contact, doing the thing. So, keep season going. I'll probably see you all tomorrow. It's the Monday of my last week here in Da Nang, and I'll be honest with you, I don't want to leave. I do not want to fucking leave. I was looking for somewhere where I could get settled down. Living's good, got a nice apartment, my gym's just round the corner, the people are fucking class. I feel like I'm just getting right into the community in terms of the coffee shop there, starting to speak to everybody in the gym, starting to get invited to loads of things, and again, maybe that is because I was in a wee bit of a bubble with pals that I had and I wasn't kind of, not pushing myself outside my comfort zone, but I was satisfied, you know what I mean, with the friends that I had, and maybe I didn't want to try and take on too much when I'm trying to grow the business and things like that as well, but I'm seriously thinking about getting out of the country for a few days and coming back. So there's met a guy there who's put me onto 2 Telegram groups and was asking me how much rent I'm paying. He's like, mate, get into this Telegram group, you'll get a better apartment for even cheaper than where you're at. He's like, I came here in January doing the exact same thing, was only supposed to be coming into Da Nang to stop buying. It's like, that was January, we're still here. He's like, why would you want to leave? You've literally got everything. You've got one of the nicest beaches, gyms, coffee shops. He's a guy from Texas that's set up his own solar business, do you know what I mean? And he's like, I wanted to set up my own business, but couldn't do it in the US, so I came away to do it. He built up 12 months worth of run that he could give himself a chance to build up the business. He's like, I had it running up in 3 months and it was doing well. Xin chao. I came to Da Nang and because of cost of living, rent, having the time to sit down and work. It's like business is running in 3 months, and he's like, I don't think we're going to leave. They've got a year's visa, but he's like, why would you want to leave here if you don't need to? It's kind of, I was lying in my bed last night, I didn't get to sleep till about 1:30, 2 o'clock. That's what's in my head, man. I'm like, I enjoy it here, I love it here. Community's good, beach is good, weather's good. Who knows? I think, to be fair, I'll do a wee Google. I think they're maybe just about to go into the rainy seasons where it won't be as warm. But even at that, if it was to drop from 39 to 40 degrees down to 30, I'm alright with that. So we'll see. We'll see. Don't know what's going to happen. Undecided. Anyway, an early morning gym session. And just like that, it is night time. It has been a poor day content wise. I've probably been a bit too present in what I've been up to. Got up this morning, trained early doors, which I love training early doors, and I was delighted that I got back in and done a session in the morning. Going to need to get that back into the routine because the day just goes better. And yeah, I feel like it's a more steady level of energy that you have. Like I can be quite hyperactive. Like that's how I dance about and shout stuff and do stupid stuff, because I think I just get too much energy sometimes. Where if I'm trained in the morning, I have like a more steady flow of energy throughout the rest of the day. So lo and behold, I've then managed to get a big chunk of work done. I'm right caught up on YouTube. Just done all my Monday check-ins to the point where I was fucking, you know that way you're struggling to speak at the end of it, trying to drink water. And fucking team are smashing it. One of my clients, he was in a big dip. He's out of it. He's just lost 1.5 kilos the last week because he's fucking sleeping better, eating better, moving better. And it's this thing that's been in my mind, like when we struggle, when we go through those down times, we turn to bad things, we turn to poor food choices, We stop doing the things that feed us and fuel us and move us forward. And one whole we fucking feel worse. It's so annoying. And just trying to get, you feel like, as a coach, you want to grab somebody, shake them and say, come on, man, you're fucking doing this to yourself. But you can't, because I totally understand that brain does that. I fucking do it. When I'm down, sometimes I'll avoid the gym. Like a couple of days ago, I didn't go to the gym for 3 or 4 days just because I was feeling like shite. I was tired, but that then fuels the feeling of feeling shite, and it's just this fucking cycle of you feel it and it moves and it grows and it gets worse and it gets worse because you're not doing the things that your body needs to do for maintenance so that you feel much better. Jordan's moved over to performance, he's fucking tracking different things, sessions as well, which is good. Yvonne, she's no longer ill, she's getting going, menopause reset kicked off today as well. So get 4 people on the move for that as well. So it's a fucking very, very positive Monday and exciting. The only thing I'm worried about is that I leave here on Thursday, and this far I've not looked at Skyscanner, I've not looked at any flights, I've not looked at where I'm going to stay, I've not done anything to do with myself. So I think that'll be a job for tomorrow. I really need to nail that and figure out exactly what it is that I'm doing. I've just realised I've came down the wrong street. I'm not in the street, I'm actually going to the supermarket just now. This is what I love about the place. I was in earlier on the supermarket and they didn't have the bread baked that I wanted because I've been buying bread and making eggs, bread, tomato and some cheese bread. And she's like, oh, it's not ready. I says, what time will it be ready? She says, are you coming back tonight? I says, yeah. She said, you just come back whenever you want and mix it after the next hour and I will keep one for you. I'm like, on yourself, hun. I'm going to say this now, get there, and there'll be no bread sitting there. You know that's in the post, that's happening. But, as I said this morning, I don't want to leave here. I don't want to leave here. I was talking to just everybody around about, man, this place just suits my energy. And just talking to George there, my kind of psychology mentor there, and he's like, it's not the place, it's not the people. He's like, it's the way you're thinking when you're there, and you can think the way you're thinking anywhere, but because you feel a bit less, whatever it is, stressed, anxious, under pressure, you're thinking it's the place that's doing it. He's like, it's not, the place is a bonus, but you can live the way you're living anywhere that you want. There's nothing stopping you doing that. But and he's true, it's right, it all comes for the mind, it all comes for the way you're seeing things and how you're thinking. And I love speaking to that guy. It's like time slows down when I speak to George and everything just becomes so clear. And I've always on a daily basis trying to bring myself back to calm down and who's looking, who's experiencing what energy. But too much of the thought gets into your mind and you run with it as well. And what's happening to me, man? No, I'm okay, thanks, pal. That wee guy comes up and he sells fans and all that, but he comes up to the side of the table and he bumps you and gets you by it. However, supposedly people buy off them, but you're encouraged not to, because if you buy off them, they start to learn that they don't need to go to school anymore because they're making money. So what's the point of going to school? They don't need to go to school. So they encourage you not to buy off them because you want them to go to school, get an education and do well. Anyway, that's me just arrived at Moon Milk to get myself a wee loaf of bread. There you go, bing bang bosh. One sitting there just for me. This is where they come to get the pastries and all that. Again, I think last time there was a fucking deal here that. So that's me. Last order of the day, and then I'm home to go and up the social medias. If you want to join live, join live. As always, live.co.uk/join bing bang bosh. 6 minutes. Welcome to Tuesday. Still not booked a flight, still not booked a hotel. I did, however, start putting into ChatGPT this morning, so there has been some slight progress, but that is about it for just now. I really need to start getting my head out the clouds and do this. So last night. Oh, the banh mi shops are cleared away. That's the first time I've ever been by there. And the seats are now, they must open at 9 o'clock. Tell them I've not been to the gym early doors enough. No, but I have actually. What's going on there? They're shut. I've been down to the beach early doors loads of times. Anyway, I'm off to the gym. I'm getting back into that training in the morning. It's fucking, the energy and the way I felt yesterday was far better. I fucking slept far better. I'm going to go and train legs the new. And then I am off to run club tonight. So legs will be sore tomorrow. But these are what happen in the big jobs. As you can hear, toot, 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 toot. Bat, beep, beep, beep. All the fucking time. But you get a good sleep last night. Energy good. Sitting in that cafe and I'm just like, I really don't want to leave here. Like, everybody's just bang on. Community. Don't know, could go to Bali or wherever I end up, be the same. I was looking at flights to Bali though, and they're fucking dear, man. So who knows, might end up somewhere else. We'll see, but I need to sort that today because I've now got 2 days. I could probably extend my apartment to Friday pretty easily, which would be like an extra, cost me a tenner, I think. 400,000, something like a tenner. 11 quid, I think it is. Mad. That'd be apartment for 11 quid. And as I say, one of the boys, that boy I met from Austin yesterday. Was it Austin? Texas. He's put me in 2 group chats in Telegram with 2 estate agents, and they're just pinging up all these apartments every day. Like yesterday there must have been about 10 came through. So if I do come back, I'm going to get a cracking wee fucking apartment for half the money. It will be a studio rather than a full apartment, but that's alright because I've sat on my couch 3 times I think in the time I've been here, and then I'd imagine wherever I go have a fridge. And see, even if it's snowing I need to go and sit and go as a coffee. The cafe that I work for, it's class in there to work for. Anyway, the sound on this might get crap because I'm at a work that's getting done. It's one thing that we're doing everywhere you go. I mean, Denang's just going to explode. That's one other thing that I thought. If I was, because I've been considering like moving here properly full time, and is it worth getting in just now before it does jump? Do you know? Because this is going to become a fucking huge city. Anyway, going into train legs. Ciao for now, love you. Just back out. I think maybe 6 TikTokable videos. Lovely cafe before I leave on Thursday. Still not got my flight, still don't know where I'm going. Going to spend some time this afternoon doing that. Fucking mosquitoes, like I cursed myself. I said mosquitoes don't come near me when I was at home, and fuck me, the fucking will not leave me alone here. 2 absolute belters in the back of my leg just now. But my wee place that I come for my chicken skewers and that, they says to the wee woman Tal, says, where you been, man? She said, I can't get people to work at night, so I can only do 6 in the morning to 6 at night. So it is what it is. Big man next to me is providing the beats, the vibes on vibes. And going to have chicken skewer and one of my vines because I've not been able to have any of them. And then I'm going to head to my wee cafe, get a fruit juice and sit and chop up the videos that I've just cut. Get them all ready to load onto TikTok. And I need to fucking seriously look at where I'm going on Thursday. This is now Tuesday afternoon, so I will try. Minutes past 2. We've just finished our first menopause successful week 1. So the first week is basically a kind of menopause seminar, a bit of a welcome. You can see a bit of washing just in the corner there. Update on forward plans. I don't want to leave here. This is an ideal spot for me. So I've said to my landlord that I'm going to go to Bangkok for Thursday to Monday. I'll be back, and then I'm coming back. I'm back for another month just to knuckle down, focus, build life, and make the best of it. One benefit of being somewhere like Vietnam is the cost of living is obviously that bit lower, and the time difference works for me here. Talking to another PT who's staying in Thailand, and I'm always trying to perfect my routine and all that kind of thing, and he's not there, but to be fair, he's got a much bigger kind of client base and following, and he's been in the game much longer than me, so he's got more tools in his arsenal, and more the bigger following helps obviously massively, and I'm trying to grow that and build it. So I've got a good wee routine down here. I've got no distractions, and I'm not taking on any more distractions. I'm just kind of knuckling down for the next 4 to 6 weeks, and then I'm going to head back to Europe, probably. But the more I've got into that run club, I've now, in the last since Tuesday last week, I joined that run club. I've into about 4 different Telegram chats about property and fucking denying. I'm going to a charity day tomorrow just to help out with the gym. The folk in the gym, everyone wants to be your pal. I've met a couple of boys outside the gym kind of thing, gym chat, and I just really involved in the community. I've got wee pals in the coffee shop now as well, and talked about that. You go to your comfort zone. I think it's just an exciting place to be. I'm excited to know. Life's not easy, but I'm excited. I'm excited about what we're building. I feel like I'm right on the cusp of fucking everything exploding, and it's just putting that work in consistently and continuously, and no paying too much attention to negative energy that probably is in my mind coming from other outside sources, and just continue to go. Hopefully, if you know anything about me and my social media and my commitment to my job and building my brand and business, is I'll not stop. I'll not stop. I'll go and I'll go and I'll go, because I believe and I believe and I believe that this is the fucking place, the thing, the lessons, the growth. It's all in the post, baby. It's all in the post. Anyway, as always, it's now 11 minutes past 2. I'm going to my bed. I'm not going to have an alarm tomorrow. Was at Run Club again tonight, and just excited. I get at the Run Club tonight. There's a boy from Germany. He's just moved here from Strasbourg. He's built a wee bit of social media following. He's like, mate, when you're back from Bangkok, let's get a coffee, let's sit down. He's like, I'll give you as much help as I can give you when it comes to social media, and he's moving here to build a run club. He's got a run club in Germany and a run club Bali and Thailand, and he's here to build a run club here as well. So more connections, and more connections with like-minded people as well. People that are just in the space, in the energy, similar thoughts, similar feelings, on my wavelength, on my vibe, and denying is the place for me, man. Like, I just feel at home. I feel at home here. It's weird. I feel at home every time I post something on Instagram. I tag Scotland so that I'm not just getting messages for people in Vietnam. I feel at home 10,000 kilometres away from home. Anyway, I'm off to bed. Good night, sweet dreams. Tuesday morning. It's not Tuesday morning, it's Wednesday morning. It's Wednesday morning after the first menopause group success call. To be fair, it's the first week, so first session is more of the menopause seminar. How fucking annoying is your brain? Was on that call till 1:30. Obviously it starts at 12:30 here, which is 6:30 at home. On the call till 1:30, and then a couple of clients messaging me emails, chatting to them. But then I'm on and I cannot switch off. Can't switch off. My whoop says I didn't get to sleep to the back of 3. I switched my alarm off. I thought I'll sleep through till maybe 10, 11. Alarm set for 7:30. 7:15 I'm up. I'm like, no. Earplugs in, eye mask on, up for a pee, back to bed. But then I'm thinking, thinking about everything that's going on, what's happening, what I want to do. Just the human mind, the human brain. So annoying. Here is wee Aloe, Aloe's the wee dog for the first coffee shop I used to drink in. It's called Aloe Coffee. And they're like the wee street celebrities. There's 3 of them. 3 corgis. He's obviously been in fucking pissing off the folk in the yoga studio actually. Annoying them. Because Aloe is not supposed to be in here, he's supposed to be there. The mad thing about like the way they set up their businesses, like at the top of the street there, that's where we go for drinks after Run Club, and there's obviously there are juice places. Somebody's obviously opened up the first one, and then there's 5 round there. And the coffee shop I drink in is round there. That's Aloe, that's where Aloe's supposed to be. There's another coffee shop just round there as well. There's a yoga studio in there actually. When I come back I'm going to get in there. Aloe's the first coffee shop that I used to drink, and that was actually where I met Iana. I was standing over the tap here and I looked down and she was there. And then my coffee shop's the one just on the corner. There's another one on the back corner up the top, just on the right hand side there as well. But I'm just blown away at how many different businesses I have, and they're obviously fucking all making money because they're open every day and there's folk in them, so it's wild. But anyway, time for a coffee. Read me about for half an hour, switch off before. I'm actually going to do a charity day with the gym. We do 11 till 3. They are providing food for the homeless, so I'll probably head there after about 12, maybe do a couple of hours, maybe 1 o'clock or something like that, but we'll see. So I was going to attempt to get a kit, but the coffee's mental. I like a coffee in the morning. I had a coffee, there's no chance I'm sleeping. So I'm on my way to this charity thing for a couple of hours through the gym. I think they're giving out food, helping certainly anyway. Just going by the Koreans. Power ballads on it, as normal. Not what can say as always, because sometimes they've got the higher intensity stuff. So we are going to do a bit of charity work with the gym. A nice wee day to finish off my first stint here. And I'm coming back. I think I've said that this morning already. Building a wee life and community here. Why the fuck would I want to rip that up and try and start again in Bali? Plus it's fucking so expensive, it's crazy. So I'm going to wait for Thursday to Monday and then coming straight back to continue getting amongst it. Do you know what I mean? I fucking love this place. I absolutely love this place. Can't describe it. The energy just suits me. And I'm coming straight back. Starting to build a wee community of proper pals and getting in with good contacts and things like that as well. So it would seem mad to rip it up and start again. So I'm not going to come back and enjoy it even more. So we're just going to go for the bits. And one of the boys I met last night, I was like, what are you eating? He's like, I just get crabs delivered all the time, I don't really eat it, I don't know where to go, I don't know what's healthy. So I'm like, I'll meet you, we'll get a bit of scran, and then we'll head to this charity thing. So that's what we're doing. So we're currently on our way, check the headgear, we're currently on our way to some temple, I think it's a temple, I think it's a church, with the folk for the gym to do a charity day. So I've never been this far away from the kind of beach coastal side of Da Nang, but this is starting to look just more like a normal everyday city. Audi dealerships, big Yamaha dealership, Kia, Hyundai, just normal life away from the beach. I'd imagine this is obviously where most locals live. Somebody did tell me where I stay in Da Nang. If you're planning on staying long term, that's the part of Da Nang that will flood, which kind of makes sense. Obviously that's going to cut off from the river as well, so one bowl. But aye, it's going to be home for another 6 weeks after this weekend, so just getting more into community, like it's exciting. I'm on my way here with a boy Dan to Manchester. He's a trader, just had a bit of scran, showed him about a few food places because he's just been getting stuff delivered in or eating takeaways. I was like, mate, there's so many good wee spots round about you to eat. He stays even closer to everything than I do. He stays the street up for the gym. So I'm like, you're off your nuts. So I showed him my spots, and We're half an hour away going to this temple. It's over past the airport. So I've not been anywhere near the airport and I'm going to be there twice in 2 days. And this is the spot here actually. There we go, this is us just pulling up. I'll go and find out what's happening when we get there. There's Dan behind us. So we have just landed and we are helping prepare food. Max, how you doing, mate? You alright?
What's up?
What's happening? You good? Max wasn't in last night.
Actually, I was thinking 1 second to interview you guys, but no one will understand it.
I'll speak slow.
Yeah, we can try, you know.
Says he wants to.
It can be funny.
So we're preparing food. Are you not doing any work? Are you just doing the good stuff? So that's us on the way back from preparing the food. So we're basically just peeling veg, washing veg, helping the cooks get food ready. Tomorrow they're feeding 500 people and we're helping them prepare the food for that as well. But I don't need to obviously go and do the serving because I leave tomorrow morning at 10 to go and do my visa run before I return back to the mighty Da Nang. But this is kind of the real Da Nang proper city. Just, it's a good spot, man. Like, I'm starting to really make proper pals, get involved in the community, just get proper connections. Like, a guy I met there is big on content, engagement. He's like, I'll give you a wee hand and show you a couple of different bits and pieces. Another couple of boys are traders. They're like, you need to get into this, you need to get into this. I'm like, fucking, I want to get into it. So, just making good contacts, good connections. There's so many people out here don't work. They just have trades, money in trades, and they're living off the residual that's coming into that. One boy's showed me his trade accounts and he's bringing in about £500 a week because he's got AI trading on 3 different accounts for him and stuff like that. It's mad. It's like how other people live that I've not got a clue what's going on. I'm just trying to make my wee business, grow my wee brand, and fucking believe in the passion of what we can do when we eat well, train well, look after ourselves, have the confidence to be who we want to be, and just live a proper fucking life. Like, really realised how sheltered I have been in the life that I've lived because just didn't get out and venture and experience and meet different people, you know. So it's just a different way, different type of people, totally different type of people. Anyway, I better go. I'm sure there's an Audi garage up here actually. I'm sure there's an Audi garage. I've seen a Yamaha one. Anyway, that's irrelevant to you. It's been baking hot sunshine all day, and because I've only had 4 hours sleep last night, I've just not had the energy for it. I went to do that volunteering, I came back, went for a wee disco nap, and I thought I'm not going to see much sun over the next few days while I'm in Bangkok, so I'll get myself down the beach, got my swimming shorts on, and then this big bucket of clouds just came out of fucking nowhere and like blocked all the sun across the whole beach. The whole beach is pretty much in darkness, so I'm going to dip in the water, hopefully get a bit of sun. If I can get a wee half an hour, keeps me topped up, you know, keeps the tan topped up, and then get back, get some dinner. I need to do my travel card and all that kind of stuff for Vietnam and for Thailand. I'll do my travel card for back as well, so that I can do immigration. There's little fucking about this possible, and I'm going to get caught up on YouTube and then sit and get in the DMs tonight and just chill. But you know that way when you've not had any sleep, my brain just doesn't function. I've got no creativity, no real thoughts. I tend to notice as well, seeing I'm tired, most of my thoughts are anxious. They're not productive, they're not creative, they're not imaginative, they're just worry thoughts, disaster thoughts, what if thoughts, planning for the worst thoughts, because, I don't know, all fucking sense of creativity goes out the window or something like that. It's weird, don't know. Anyway, there's something to do with fucking lack of sleep and just being in an absolute shit space. I think so many times people are so underslept and ignore the fact that how underslept they are and how that so heavily affects the way we feel. It's mad. I feel like a fucking bag of shit today because I've had 4 hours and 15 minutes sleep. And some people will be operating in that for days. There's a wee hint of the sun, so I will pitch here and hope that comes out a wee bit more. I might need to actually move slightly along further, however. They've set these wee 2 flags for the surfers today so you can get in there. But I hate going in when it's pure human soup and everybody's in. I like to have a wee bit of more space. There we go, we are casting shadows because we've got a bit of sun. Anyway, we're going to have a wee 45 minutes on the beach chilling. Get back to the alley, get back to the good life. It's currently 9:05 and I've got to Bangkok in the morning. Just done my digital arrival card and I've not packed a single thing. So, man needs to get sorted. Been eating my nuts. I'm actually buzzing I'm coming back here. I was thinking like, if I leave, go to Bali, I need to try and set up a circle. And obviously everything, the way things shook out, I wasn't here trying to really make a circle and I was probably getting a wee bit shy. To a certain degree, a wee bit. And then obviously, as I say, bumped into Matt, bumped into Yana, bumped into our boy Halim, who's back in Bali. So I had a couple of pals anyway and I was like, I didn't need any, but just getting involved with everybody at the gym. The lassie Tamty that runs that gym, she runs on nuclear fuel, mate. The lassie is so heavily connected. She's got a gym, 2 shops. She's just opened another gym, does all this charity work, and that's how she'd said to me if I was up for coming and helping the day. But she's like, you come back, you make sure you train in my gym. I don't want you training anywhere else. She's like, I look after you with a price and all that kind of stuff. But they're heavy on community. And that's what they're massive on, is making a community and not just having folk that come to the gym and train, which is quite cool. I think obviously you get a bit of that at home. I don't really normally go for that. I'm in and I'm out because I'm always rushing, but I don't know, I need to do that more. Anyway, I need to pack a bag. The good shit, I'm coming back here is I can leave half my stuff. I'm literally just going to take clothes, 1 pair of trainers and travel light instead of humping all my shit. So, Bangkok for 4 days tomorrow. That is us, Airport Diaries. Penang Part 1, complete, 6 weeks. Another week, coming back, baby. So, as I say, when I was driving away, I thought, I'm absolutely buzzing to get back here and continue what I've been up to. It's a good sign, eh? And I was speaking to George, and George is like, what is it you love about there? And I said, I think it's just people. And he's like, it's no. He's like, you can feel the way you feel anywhere. But obviously that's a bonus. But you can take the way you feel anywhere. But it's just the pace of life, the quality of life. Safety, security, everything, man. So, 4 days in BK, come back, going to do the night market, the floating market, and don't know what else, thought about gym, training, setting up a Facebook group for menopause as well. Keep building, keep going, keep striving, keep doing the thing, baby. Bye. Dinner, part 1, over and out. See you in 4 days.